What'd you think of the Edelman news?
Bummed at first. He's my favorite Patriot.
Yeah.
But why do you think he's doing it now?
Want to call him? Let's call him. Let's call him. Let's just ask him. You're an idiot. I told you to turn the ringer off. That was the joke. Like that I have Edelman's number. That was the joke. Idiot. All right, DG Now episode, I don't know, who knows, 13, 14?
13, I believe.
13.
Yep.
3 topics, hit them fast, they know by now. Devo calls me last night, says I got segment 1. DMX passes away. I have no idea what you were talking about, but it was some kind of rapper take with Jay-Z. What were you talking about?
No, I was just kind of thrown off by your Twitter rant on DMX. You were so into it. I was honestly surprised.
Yeah, it was a little exaggerated.
It was over the top.
Yeah, it was a little exaggerated. But DMX was the greatest to ever do it. This is fact.
I feel differently. I mean, I like DMX, but not like you, that's for sure.
Well, DMX is the greatest to ever do it. Definitely, all right, whatever. We don't need to get into it. But what was your take?
Because I think Jay-Z, Hov is the best ever to do it, in my eyes.
Yes.
And what's interesting is what has happened to those guys? Like a Jay-Z, a 50 Cent, Eminem.
Yep.
As they get older, they just fade off. I think that there's that certain time when they're fight ready, I guess
when they're
you could
hot.
say.
Yeah,
when they're hot.
Jay-Z's
then it fades.
Yeah,
like
Jay-Z.
Other musicians go forever. They're like a fine wine.
Some of them got so trendy and hit it like right at the right time, like Jay-Z, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's got Beats. Jay-Z's got Champagne. All this, you know what I mean? Like
now they're big businessmen.
Big businessmen. Eminem's a weird one. He was going through some struggles, so they were larger than life. I don't know, but you're right. I mean, it does seem like now these artists are kind of like, they're not one-hit wonders, but they're around for a few years and then they disappear to the next guy. It's not, they don't have, like, the longevity isn't there like rock.
Right.
You're right.
Bottom line is rap is different from other types of music.
Totally random conversation. I love it. I don't know where your head was at, but whatever.
I came at you with it.
All right, we'll go to topic number 2. We'll bring it back to the mortgage industry. Talk to me about rates and the discrepancy and the difference between conventional and jumbo rates.
You just heard my conversation.
I did a little bit, yeah.
No, it's a great question. So a big topic that comes up is why are rates different conforming to jumbo? Typically, jumbo rates are slightly higher than conventional rates. Yep. Conventional rates are backed by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. In this area, to keep your loan conventional, you want to stay in most counties under 724, 500. That's going to get you a slightly lower rate. But more importantly, people always want to know what the difference in rate is. More importantly, the difference between conventional and jumbo is the underwriting process is significantly easier. A lot less contact points with a conventional loan than jumbo. That's the biggest difference.
Okay, all right.
So if you can stay conventional, what you heard me talking about this morning.
And I hear that a lot from you. If you can stay conventional, if we can pull it off.
Right, and the buyer that I was talking to was in a high 700s price point.
Yep.
And they were talking about their down payment, 5%, they could put a little bit more down. I was just telling them I think the difference was just under $14,000 was the difference. If they could get to that conventional, it makes a huge difference.
And that's why you do those nice one-sheet analysis, by the way. Those are nice.
Hey, you're right.
DM us if you want one of those for yourself or a client of yours. All right, topic number 3. Last week we promoted the giveaway, which is being run by our friends, big names. We said Sirhan. We gave away 5 because we got inundated. We went and requested more from our buddies. How many more we get? We got another 5. All right.
And I think we didn't do it enough justice. I truly believe this event is going to be a game changer. It's such a competitive market right now, and if you can tap into the best in the business nationwide, what I learned about this event, and I love about it, many of you have ADD like I do, is none of the speakers are going to go more than 18 minutes. This is whatever they chose, 18 minutes, but the presentations are between 5 and 18 minutes.
Yep.
Constant flow, ideas that are going to help you win in today's market. Absolute no-brainer for an agent to be on this.
No brainer. You know what I say? Aspire to be better. Always better yourself. I stole that from Mark Wahlberg. You know that? That's what I said. Aspire to be better. All right, before we wrap up, by the way, we're going to wrap it up. But before we do, we're recording this on, is it Tuesday right now? Yeah, Tuesday. First game, Taylor Hall in a Bruins uniform. I release this the next morning, like at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So he will have played. But what are your expectations? I don't care if we're late. Who cares?
I think he's going to be a difference maker. I'm super excited about the defenseman, Riley, that they got. In that I think he's going to be a steal.
Yep.
But Taylor Hall, listen, he's had a great career, less than what some have expected,
right.
but he's a good player.
Yes.
And I think that he can make a difference on this team. Buffalo, he had nothing to play with besides Jack. So.
Biggest factor with Taylor Hall that I like is he seems to have always wanted to be in this city. He wanted to play for the Bruins for a long time.
Right.
Now he's here. He basically had an opportunity to force the Sabres' hand to get here. He's motivated.
Right.
He's got here. He wants to stay here. Bruins win the cup.
Hey, it's going to be tough to beat teams like Toronto, but let's do it. That could be the missing piece.
DG now. We're out of here.
Good luck next week.